This has been one of my most requested videos for the last year, so I'm finally doing it. Welcome to my tattoo diary. My name's Mare. Welcome to another episode of the Mareathon. Life's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I would love it if you laced up and subscribed to the Mareathoner family today. There's a link down below for you to do so. This has been one of my most requested videos for a very long time, and instead of shooting it, I just kept getting more tattoos. So today I'm going to walk you through my 11 tattoos, and who knows, by the time this video goes up, maybe I'll have more. I'm always looking for inspiration for my next tattoo. I'm always looking for where I want to put my next one, and I would say there's a good chance I'll have another 12th by the time 2018 is over. If you've been a marathoner for a while, lots of these have been documented throughout. So if I can, I will link below any of the videos from when I got these tattoos. But without further ado, because there's so many to get through, welcome to my tattoo diary. So I'm just gonna do them chronologically because that's the only way that I can really figure out the best way to do so. So my very first tattoo I got was when I was 18, I believe. The very first tattoo that I got is the word grace in Latin, which is gratia, and or someone who has an accent would make it sound much more like beautiful. But this tattoo means grace, and I got it when I was 18. I got it on my hip, and it was a word that meant a lot to me. There's many definitions of grace. In fact, fun story, I had printed out a Word document of all of the definitions of grace to make sure that that's in fact what I wanted to get. Then my mom found it and busted me because obviously I got this tattoo without telling anybody. Leanne and I went. She got her first one at the same time. And yeah, it meant a lot to me when I was 18, and I'm thrilled that it still does. In fact, all of my tattoos do. I don't have any regrets of any of them that I have, so that's a bonus, a blessing, I guess. I also might mess up and do these out of order, so we'll see how it goes now that I'm starting to actually talk you through it. So my first one was grace when I was 18, and I still love it. I still love the definition of grace. Is something that I aim to live my life, you know, to go through life as gracefully as possible, which you all see here on my channel. It's not always the case, but that is, you know, something I like to do. So then my second tattoo that I got is the one that's on my back, which is in between my shoulder blades, and it's the Superman symbol. And I cannot tell you how many times people have mistaken this symbol for my love of Superman or the comics or the movies. Like questions I get asked of trivia I should know. But in 2003, my sister and I got these tattoos in memory of our dad who passed away in 2002. He loved Superman. He had a life-size Superman that could actually fly because he flew model planes, and he built from scratch a Superman with wings that could fly like a model airplane. Amazing. So she has the same tattoo as I do. I never see it, obviously, because it's on my back, but looking at this B-roll makes me realize that I should probably get it touched up. Not because I don't love it, but just because it's the tattoo that's seen the sun most, probably, and it's, you know, now 15 years old. So I still love that one for sure. Another fun fact, when I got that tattoo, I thought it would be a good idea to get a massage right before, thinking that I would be relaxed. Worst idea ever. It made my back so tender and so sensitive. So if you're ever gonna get a tattoo, especially a back tattoo, do not get a massage. Okay? My third one is this string of forget-me-not flowers, and I got this with my friend Jess, who you have often heard referred to as my wife. Jess and I have been friends since 2005, and when she came to visit one year, 2007, she'll probably correct me if I'm wrong, 2000, maybe, Jess and I got these matching tattoos. A fun story with this one is we went to one place and we had an artist draw them and we didn't like it, and she made it very clear that like she was the artist and it was her art and wouldn't work with us. So we walked away and went somewhere else. So I wanted to just mention that, because if you get a tattoo, I think it's really important that you mesh with the artist. And yes, it is their art. And I have had some like tattoos where I allow the artist to have some artistic freedom. But when it comes down to it, it's your body, you're paying for it, you're the one who has to live with it the rest of your life. Like, you need to like it. So don't be bullied into getting a tattoo that you don't want. Then what was the next one that I got? Let me just look at them. Oh, so the next one I got was, I feel like I'm gonna do this in the wrong order. This one on my wrist, which says love. I got it just after I turned 30. And this was a big tattoo for me for a couple of reasons. One, this tattoo emulates the love statue. It's in many different cities across the world, but I first saw it in Philadelphia, and my brother and sister-in-law and their kids live in a suburb of Philly. And so that always was like super near and dear to my heart. But when Thomas was born with hearing loss, and then when he had his autism diagnosis, I kept saying to myself, there is only love. There is only love. There is only love. That is the most I can do for Thomas. That is the best I can do for Thomas. I'm going to always lead with love, show him love, make sure he knows he's loved, make all decisions when it comes to his health with love and his well-being. So there is only love is something that came to me very early on and became like a mantra. So that is the main reason behind that tattoo. Then the next one I got, pretty sure, is Shake It Off, which many of you have hopefully been around since I got that tattoo. This one I have a full video for, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I will link it below. This is another tattoo that is very deeply related to Thomas. For so many reasons, as you'll see in that video, but like, and Shake It Off just became an anthem for me for sure. First time I heard that song, I knew that it was like, I can like physically remember where I was, how I felt. It like viscerally affected me, and I still love it. I still listen to it all the time. I would say it's probably my favorite song of all time, and it's just an anthem for so many things. Like, you know, when people are treating you like garbage, people are judging you, when you're going through a tough time, like, shake it off. It's just like, so many times I'm wrapped up in my own bullshit and I will look down on my arm and be like, right, shake it off. Like no exaggeration. I say it very eloquently with a lot of footage in that video, which is linked below. Then the next one I got was another Thomas related tattoo. Again, my friend Leanne, she treated me to a tattoo for my birthday a few years ago, and she was getting a tattoo in memory of my dad because she was super close to him, and also in honor of Thomas. So she got a puzzle piece with the Superman symbol inside, and I got this puzzle piece here with this around it, which is the sign language sign for love. I thought, so this puzzle piece is the a very well-known symbol for autism, like showing all the different pieces of a puzzle that make a person a whole. And then this outside is this, so it's like love, you know, so that one is pretty self-explanatory. And at the same time, when I got this tattoo is when I got my arrow tattoo, which so many of you now also have. This tattoo I got on a whim. It's something that I've been wanting for a really long time, and then when I got this one, I had him do this at the same time. And this is something that means so much to me. I'll link below the full explanation, but this has become a symbol for the marathoner, and it means the world to me that so many of you have gotten this tattoo, and so many of you find the meaning as important as I do. There's this quote that says, when you're going through a tough time, remember that the arrow is always pulled back before it's shot into greatness. So when you're going through a tough time and you feel like you're being pulled back, it's just that the universe is preparing you to shoot forward into greatness. So that was the basis of it, but I'll link the full video below of me explaining it. And again, so many of you have gotten this tattoo, which is such an honor. And I look at it all the time. And then, this might be totally out of order, I got this one on my leg, which I'll show you the placement of it, but you'll also get the cutaway. So it's right here. Oh, great, white legs. When I hit my decade point of being in radio, I knew that I wanted to get a tattoo, and I thought that it would be super fun to have the listeners who had been so supportive help me choose. So I ran a poll. I was on the morning show with Farb at the time, and we made it this like whole bit where I had a poll and I had people like chiming in and deciding. And so exactly what my tattoo is was chosen by the morning show listeners. So it's this old school microphone, and then it has a bit of a sunset behind it. And also at the same time, which I didn't say on the air, I was about to leave Sun FM. So it felt like a great homage to my whole arc of a career and life. Like, so many things happened while I was doing the morning show, because I did it for so many years, and the community and the support of the listeners meant so much to me. So I knew that I wanted to get a tattoo of that. So, and I love the placement on the inside of my leg. I thought I was gonna get it on the outside. It wasn't until that morning when Farm was picking me up that I actually decided to do it on the inside. And now I want to get one on the inside of my other leg because I sit cross-legged so much. I just think it's such a great placement, so I kind of want to get one on the other inside. Sorry, Mom. I'm sure you're not even watching this video, but if you are, you're very patient. Okay, and then the next one I got is more recent. It's this one. It's this set of 2 roses, which I'm sure many of you have seen this video, but again, there'll be a lot of links down below. So I love my niece Elizabeth so much, and last summer I finally decided that it was time for me to get a tattoo that was all about her. And so I just like texted her one day, I think. I was like, hey girl, you get to pick my next tattoo. I want it to represent you and our love for each other and our relationship and whatever. And we started a mutual Pinterest board, and there were so many great suggestions, and this is what we landed on. So the rose is Elizabeth's birth flower, like birth month flower. So I got a large one and then a smaller one, so that represents like me and her, and I love it. And I specifically wanted it to match the arrow. I really loved that, like symmetry. Yeah, so that's that one. Again, linky poo. And this is the last one I got, I think. Well, I am due. Is this right? Have I not Nope, never mind. I have gotten one since then. Okay, jokes. Then we have this one, and this is like, my aunt came to visit last November, and she'd been planning for months that she was going to get this tattoo, and she was going to go to Kirk at Urge 3, which is I go to, and so many of you go to. And she had like also been Pinteresting up a storm and wanted to get a tattoo, and I was kind of feeling like, oh, I want to get one too. I thought it would be a fun experience for her and I to share, and girls just obsessed with tattoos. So she and I just like, and I was like, so last minute. Last year was not a great year for this one. So we just sat on the couch one night after she got here, and we looked at Pinterest and we went through stuff, and then this is what I decided to get, and it is like such a beloved tattoo of mine. So sorry if these are old stories, if so many of you have heard them before, but here we go. This represents a few things for me. So I believe in the universe. I believe the universe has my back. I believe that everything is unfolding as it should. I believe that what is for me will not pass me by. I believe in something much greater than me, and that everything's unfolding as it should. And so the star and the moon represent the universe to me, and to be grateful to the universe, and to say thank you to her, and to trust in her, and to ask her things. So that's why I got that. And then the sun, which, you know, goes with the moon and the star and the universe. But when I was doing EMDR therapy for a lot of things, this visual kept coming up of Thomas and myself turning away from darkness and, whoa, emotional, gonna walk towards the sun, walking towards the light, walking towards brightness and lightness and like the sun, legit, just this beautiful warmth, positive, happy. So that's what the sun is, like always reminding me that Thomas and I are walking towards something beautiful and bright and light. And so that is that. And then I just asked Kirk to do some whooshes, and that may be my favorite part of the tattoo, the like gray-ish behind it. He just gets me. And then the last tattoo that I got was very recently, June. I got You Do You. That one right there. This one right here is the most recent one, and that was to celebrate you and me hitting 1 million views and the marathon and the marathoners and the love that I have for you and the support that you've given me. That's what You Do You is. Again, that video will be below. So that's my 11 tattoos. There'll be a lot of links below. I would encourage you to go watch those videos and tell me what you think. Also, what should my next tattoo be? Feel free to weigh in, because I have a real Jones in to book an appointment with Kirk, and why not help me choose it? Thanks for watching. Please lace up, become a marathoner, subscribe to my channel. Life's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Also, tell me what tattoos you have. Ooh, if you've watched this in the Marathoner Facebook group, post your pictures of your tattoos below. I'd love to see them. Yeah. They're addicting, and I'm sure I'll get many more. So tell me what yours are. Tell me what tattoo I should get next, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.